In the last month, I really hit a wall on what's been happening not only in America, but around the world. And the truth is, I'm done with all of it. Done with the disgusting left-wing rhetoric, done watching America descend into chaos, done waiting for our politicians to stand up and do the right thing by this silent majority. What's happening right now in the United States is gut-wrenching. And it's left me so angry. Angrier than I have felt the entire time I've been making content and talking politics. Watching the rioting, the looting, the violence, seeing people treat police officers like they're subhuman scum, listening to the insane rhetoric coming from Democratic leaders, watching people beat up and dox conservatives and Trump supporters has been absolutely mortifying. And I know I'm not alone in feeling like this. So where are you, silent majority? It is disgusting that we're at a point where conservatives, Trump supporters, moderates, or even people who just hold non-psychotic radical leftist views are too fearful to speak up. And if they do speak up, they're subjected to doxing, physical attacks, and verbal abuse. Abuse, mind you, that is endorsed and encouraged by not only the mainstream media, but by celebrities and politicians. And this is the same abuse that the radical left feel completely justified in dishing out. It is disgusting that we currently live in a society where you can't even tell your coworkers that you voted for Trump or that you have a conservative idea because you might be at risk of being fired. It is disgusting that families are exiling brothers, sisters, mothers, fathers because they hold conservative or even moderate views. It is mortifying that we live in a time where expressing innocuous, benign views will get you screamed out of the room, will have you be called a bigot, a sexist, a racist, and so on. That is not normal. None of this is normal, and it's not acceptable that such a huge portion of the population has been shamed into silence. The fact that we let this happen and continue to let this happen without any sort of pushback is absurd. So here's what I want to know. Conservatives, moderates, Trump supporters, even classic liberals and Democrats who don't have psycho-progressive values, how much more of this are you willing to put up with before you decide to stand up for yourself? When do we start putting our values and belief systems above the fearfulness of being yelled at or berated? How much more of this do we tolerate before we finally wake up and realize that acquiescing to the psycho-radical progressive left will not make them stop pushing? If anything, all we're doing is encouraging them to take more and more and more territory and push their ideas and their narratives into schools, into pop culture and the media. Where is the line on what everyone will take before they decide that enough is enough? Because I don't know about the rest of you, but I am tired of being a doormat. The sad reality is that America and many other Western countries are at a crossroads. And right now, no matter how hyperbolic this might sound, if the silent majority does not stand up and be counted, stand up and be heard, there just won't be anything left fighting for in the end. So please, take a stand. Stand up for your values. Stop being so fearful of the pushback, because conservative and moderate voices matter too. And no matter what anyone says, they deserve to be heard as well. Because if the radical Democrats get their way and reorganize society in the way that they want to, America in 5, 10, 15 years will not be the country that we know it as today. And I don't know about the rest of you, but I am not prepared to let that happen. So silent majority, if nothing else, please stand up.